So today we're going to talk about something crazy, and it's something I haven't heard anybody on here cover yet, and that is that Noah's flood is the same as the Tartarian mud flood. First, let's go into some information about the great flood that Noah was in. So from the biblical records, the flood of Noah happened around 4,000 years ago. We know from the Bible that the entire face of the earth was destroyed. And we know Noah and his family were the chosen ones by God to survive the flood. And the book of Enoch goes into immense detail about the pre-flood times. Enoch talks about the fallen angels teaching mankind advanced technology. And there was a hybrid race roaming around called the Nephilim. Just like today, how you see all of our food is being genetically modified. In these pre-flood times, it seems like everything except Noah's bloodline was genetically modified. So in the pre-flood times, they definitely had technology and they definitely built cities. So now we talked about Noah's flood, let's talk about the Tartarian mud flood. So there's been a lot of videos circulating on TikTok about a civilization that existed prior to our modern civilization. People find old images like this showing people rebuilding cities with massive castle-like buildings in the background. Buildings that seem way too crazy to have been built with a horse and buggy. We see a lot of these massive buildings in major cities actually have deep underground sections, almost as if the building was buried. And we find stuff like this all over the world. It's almost like an entire civilization before us was buried in the mud. And the more we look at images like this, the more we realize it looks like they're rebuilding a destroyed city, one that already existed. It's also important to note that most major cities have deep underground tunnel systems that were apparently built when people had no technology and were using horses to get around. And we know because of the Great Pyramids, stone structures can last thousands of years. It's also important to note that the Great Pyramids were actually buried up until fairly recently, so they were covered up as well. So it's not too crazy to think that these stone structures could be around the same age as these stone structures. And also, a lot of people don't realize about the Tartarian mud flood is how did the mud get there? Surely they don't believe that these entire cities were buried by people. And if anybody's ever seen something flood with water before, when the water comes in rapid enough, the water will leave mud on top of it. So I think when people are talking about the Tartarian mud flood, they're actually leading you in the wrong direction. This is just evidence of Noah's flood actually happening. And this is actually a video in my 10-part, and this video is one of a 10-part series about the Book of Enoch. The Book of Enoch provides an insane amount of detail into the pre-flood times. And it's an important part to understanding what actually happened. If you want to find out why the Book of Enoch was removed from the Bible, check out this video here. And if you want to check out who the prophet Enoch was, check out this video here. I also make music and just recently released a music video called Domain Expansion. It'd mean the world to me if you checked out my new music video and dropped a comment.